Maybe a YouTuber would buy it.
You never know. Hey guys, I am live, and I'll tell you what the temperature is and the time because it's not showing on this iPhone right now. It is 7:04 p.m. and 20 degrees Celsius, 57% humidity. Okay, so it is a very nice day today. We hit 27.5 degrees Celsius here at this location. 27.5, and right now it's 20 degrees Celsius, and nice humidity. It's low. So, hey man, what is going on, Jacob? Things are going good here on Salt Spring Island, Soviet Canada. Well, um, hey Betty, how's it going? Yeah, well, if Trudeau gets back in, we will not be here anymore. We will be selling our place. Hey Max, we're already talking. We're already looking at property. Wendy's already looking at lots of property. She's already contacted a real estate guy to where we want to go. What times? It is it's just after 7 p.m. here Pacific time, and current temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. So we will be moving far away when we move, and these palms will be staying here. We will not be taking any palms with us when we go. So if we decide to put our house up for sale, it will be in the spring. It'll be spring next year. We'll just see how the election goes. We don't want that jerk in there. Yeah. No, we're moving farther south. A lot farther south, Zach. Hey, Kahu, come here. Yeah, that's why we don't need to bring any palms with us, because where we're going, there's lots of palm trees. But I'm not going to tell anybody where we're really going until I start doing live streams from there. Yeah, if anybody wants a tropical garden here in this part of Canada, this place is a pretty awesome place to live if you live somewhere else in Canada. So anyway, I think Wendy would probably try selling it by owner first. Yeah, we'd move out of Canada, Max, for sure. We'd be out of Canada. I don't want to be in Canada if that guy's going to run the country. No, we were already looking at places, and she's eyeing up some really nice places. So we can get a lot for this and pay a lot less to where we're going, right? So it makes sense, right? And then I could retire and just kind of kick back. So that's the plan. No, it's not in the USA. No, it won't be in the USA. No, Hawaii would be nice, but it won't be Hawaii. But you know what? It's just as tropical as Hawaii. It's the same latitude as the Hawaiian Islands anyway. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens. It's beautiful where we're going. Where we're going, if we go there, there's 20,000 expats, mostly from the US and Canada, where we're going to go. So it's going to be great. Rosie, Betty, then you can come down and visit us, for sure. The dog's after a rat. The dog is after a rat. Look at this. He's going nuts. Is there a rat in there? I gotta see this. This dog goes crazy over rats. What do you see? What do you see? Is there a rat? Get him. He is a ratter. Let's go kill the rat. Come here. He's over here. Check this out. He smells a rat. That dog is hilarious. So, I'm praying that Trudeau doesn't get back in because I can't stand the guy. And there's a lot of people here that can't stand the guy. So if he does get back in, that's our plan. But we got a lot of stuff to get rid of. Like moving is a big thing. That's a rat dog. He is. They're bred for killing rats. He's got 4 rats to his name and I think 2 mice now. 2 mice and 4 rats. He also chases birds too, right? But he kills rats real fast. When he gets a rat, he just shakes them and breaks their neck, right? So he's at the back of the tiki hut over there. So if you know anybody that's interested in a place over here, no, the palms, I'll have a lot of palms for sale. All of these palms are staying in the garden. Anything that's in the ground is staying, but I mean, I could sell it. Wendy says sell it as the palm nursery too. And it does have 2 accommodations here, so, which is a good thing. So it is a moneymaker, this property. It brings in an income, which is good for some people. Rat dog never killed any rats. It has humped and opossums. That's funny. Well, it is a business. This is actually a business. So if you know anybody that's interested, yeah. Hey, Duck Killer Clyde. So if you know somebody else, somebody that's in another part of Canada that wants to move out west and they want to grow palm trees and exotic plants, this is it. Where are you putting your potted trackies? Potted trackies will stay. They'll get sold with the property. with it gets sold with the palm, it'll be palm nurseries part of it, right? So I'm not taking anything with me like that. I'm going to have to be a minimalist. Where we're going, there's lots of palm trees, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't think there's any trachycarpus palms. I don't even know if they'd grow there, but there's lots of palm trees. And looking at the real estate she was looking at, there's like, royal palms, and there's foxtails. I didn't see any Bismarckias, but I'd certainly plant a Bismarckia. But there's Veitchia amarylli and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be it would be at a higher elevation there. That's what we're looking at. Definitely. And Duck Killer Clyde, this one part we're looking at has 20,000 expat. American and Canadians live there. And I had a friend that lives on Salt Spring Island. And his parents had a place there for 20 years, so he used to go there a lot. So he told us about it. So Wendy's been really looking into the place. It's pretty awesome. It is a pretty awesome place. I didn't think I'd ever like to go to Mexico, but this place is quite different. It's kind of up in the mountains, really, but it's the climate year round is absolutely perfect. Yeah. So this place isn't where we're looking at. It's quite a bit different, right? So it looks pretty good, and read up all the stuff on it. Looks pretty safe too. But you know what? I think I'd rather live there than here. If Trudeau gets back in, I'd take my chances because I can't stand the guy. I just hate him, and I don't want to be living in a country with, like we'll say, like Fidel Castro running it.
Canada's not the same.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same anymore. It's born and raised here, and it's
Republic of Canada.
yeah, we'll call it the Republic of Canada. If this guy gets back in, it's going to be the Republic of Canada, and I'm not into that crap
Look how what's
because I don't like commie bastards. What?
what's happening with Australia.
Yeah, look what's happening with Australia. Have you seen what is happening with Australia?
So we're
It's
not-
crazy, man. They're making camps for people, like these quarantine camps. It's nuts. So I'm not into that. Maybe that's going to happen here too. So I think it's best to get out before that happens. And our friend's really pushing us to do it too, because she actually wants to go down there. She says, "Yeah,
A lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people, yeah." Exact opposite. I wouldn't be a Publix. Yeah, well, I don't know what it would be. It would be something I wouldn't want to live. What would it be? It would be awful. It would be an awful place to live, and it's not my place to live. So it is kind of. There's too many rules and regulations. You see, I don't like too many rules and regulations. I mean, that's why I live here on Salt Spring Island. There's really not a lot of rules and regulations on Salt Spring Island. We're unincorporated. I mean, you can park anywhere you want downtown. Nobody's going to give you a parking ticket. There's a motorhome parked beside the lake now for about 3 months. Nobody says a thing, and then people get sick of it, and you know what to do? The rednecks will come and break a few windows in it, and then eventually they'll tow it away. But the guy's been camping there for all summer long. Massive 40-foot long motorhome. It would be the Canadian commune. Yes. People, there's lots of those here too. So, yeah, it could be. Yeah. Republic of Congo. Yeah. Anyway, so that's our thought. You know what I mean? And we'll just have to see. So the election is September 20th, right? And we're going to have to see what happens after that date. I'm just fingers crossed and praying that that guy does not get in. He actually kind of does resemble Castro too. Wendy says if you look at Trudeau and you look at Castro, they kind of look the same, right? Palm Planet. Palm Planet. We are talking about relocating. We're talking about selling our place and moving if the election doesn't go the way we want it to. So, and seriously thinking about it. But the part that sucks, we have a lot of stuff here we got to get rid of. We have a lot of stuff to sell. Tons of stuff. Moving to a tropical place. That's where we'd be moving to. So, and I've always wanted to live in the tropics, and it could easily do it if we sold this place. You know what I mean? We could retire because where we're going is cheaper, and you can get a $500,000 house down there or a $700,000 house down there, and you could bank tons of money, because the prices up here are worth way more. So that's the plan. Can't stand Trudeau. Hate the guy. Haven't been keeping up with the election. Liberal, Conservative, People's Party, NDP, Green. Yeah. Well, you know what? You could still come up here. She's probably and that's not for sure, Clyde. It's like, it depends how the election goes. I want to be optimistic and say that Trudeau's going to be gone and we're going to get somebody way better. I think live on the Tantalus Island of Oahu. Oh, I'd love to live on Oahu if I could afford it. It's too expensive. I'd love to. Party Trudeau's liberal, and I think I'm going to vote. I think maybe PPC, People's Party Canada, because they're not into all this stuff, restrictions and things. That's what I think I'm going to vote for. I think a lot of people are going to be voting for PPC.
Hawaii's
Wendy and I would love to live in Hawaii, man. We would love.
be the same as Canada.
No, we'd love to live in Hawaii, but I think there's a lot of restrictions there too. You're going to come and see Wendy. Duck Killer Clyde wanted to come and see Wendy with two big hearts on his eyes.
Aw,
There's Wendy right there.
no.
There's my bendy Wendy. There she is.
He's nice.
She says you're nice.
He's nice.
Yeah, so Wendy, but Wendy's seriously looking at a lot of real estate there. She's,
No.
are you dreaming or it can be reality? Okay, Wendy marries me, Joe marries Betty, citizenship. Boom, boom.
Oh, because
You can then you can go to Oahu.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, but poor Betty would have to live in Canada. Poor Betty. Sorry, Betty. Did Wendy get banned from Facebook? No, Wendy's not on
No,
Facebook
I
anymore.
decided to
She
go
just
off it.
she got really sick of it, so she just off of it for now.
Telegram, going into Telegram.
She's in Telegram. She's going into Telegram. Have you heard of Telegram? I tried to get into Telegram and I couldn't. No, I'm not concerned. Well, I think they still think the same as liberal. So I'm thinking I'm going to try somebody new.
People's
I think People's Party. I think that's the one we're going to try.
conservatives are for the same thing as the.
Yeah, I want somebody that's going to do a good job. I don't like the guy that's in there
I don't
now.
think we have much of a choice.
We don't have a good choice,
There's
really.
no choices.
Yeah, Facebook can be nasty sometimes with politics and stuff. So she kind of got burnt out from it. So
It's
she's
all
off.
censored. I'm just sick of it.
Well, how am I supposed to Facebook call you now? Yeah, People's Party sounds communist. It does, doesn't it? It actually does
It
sound.
does actually.
It does sound communist.
No, but they are against.
They're against what's going on
that's-
right now.
that's-
They're against all the stuff that's
Utah.
going on right now that Trudeau is for. So that's the only reason I like them. But you know what? We can still move. We
but
can
don't
still
know.
sell.
And you know, no matter who gets in,
Yeah,
I think they're all.
I think they're all corrupt. Really, like Wendy says, it doesn't matter who gets in. I think they're all a bunch of jerks.
At this point, the way history is right now, it's like, oh my god, it's pretty scary. Actually.
Conservative, trust me, it is far from liberal. So, yeah, well, you know, I mean, I just think they're all a bunch of fibbers anyway. So they tell you what you want to hear, so you vote for them, and then once they get in there, and then they start changing their agenda, right? But liberal, everybody thought Justin Trudeau was the best thing since sliced bread, you know. And the guy gets in there, and he's like the worst. He is like absolutely the worst. I think he's the worst prime minister we've ever had. And Justin, I hope you're watching this. Can you imagine if he was watching this?
People hate him.
No, people do actually hate
A
him.
lot of them.
They are. There was a video somebody posted of him the other day on BitChute. He visited the West Coast here. It was a couple weeks ago. Oh my God! If he didn't have armed guards around him, he would have been toast. Yeah, I don't like Justin Trudeau. You're liberal. If you sell, will you come to Oregon Coast and visit a live stream? Well, we could.
We might even drive through there.
We might even drive through. Wendy says we may even end up driving down to where we're going. So it's at the same latitude as Puerto Vallarta. It's quite a ways down. Conservatives, I think a governor is an idiot. He allows tourists in Hawaii. Well, you know what? We got so many. We got a lot of lockdowns. We don't have lockdowns right now, but there's a lot of rules. So you actually need a pass. They're gonna implement it on the 13th. They're trying to get this pass, like a passport.
So you and I will be banned. From,
Oh yeah, Wendy and I will be banned from going into most restaurants,
We pay taxes.
movie theaters, public
Swimming
pools,
pools,
recreation centers. I pay taxes on those places, so I have a right to go in there.
But we'll be banned.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys.
Class.
Yeah, tourists then residents. Is he a Hawaiian dude? He's probably not even a Hawaiian dude, is he, Jane? He's probably some other guy. Maybe they need a Hawaiian running over there. If I could move to Hawaii, I would.
Yeah.
But it's just, even that's why my cousin moved away. He lived there for 10 years. He lived 5 years on the Big Island, and then he lived 5 years over on Sunset Beach on the North Shore. And it was just so expensive for my cousin Donnie over there. He ended up moving to New Mexico. So he's been in New Mexico for, I think, since the late 90s, probably since 99, 98, something like that. I visited him on Oahu in 93, and that's when he took me out scuba diving, which was kind of cool. Because I mean, he rented a place. He didn't even own a place. He took people out fishing. He did deep sea fishing.
There's our frog.
There's our frog.
A little resident frog. You know how how
Their palms right on.
you dream of something, because you and I've always dreamed of having a place in Maui.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But sometimes your dreams, they come true in another way. So we have this
Listen to what she's
we
saying.
have this actual chance where we could really go live somewhere tropical.
We could, because we can sell this place and get a pretty good coin
live
for it.
there, and even have, I guess we could become citizens if we wanted.
Close to conservative. I'm sticking to traditional values. Yeah. Well, no, that's what I voted for before, was conservative, right? Right. Not where we're going. Not where we go. It's pretty dry. That place in Mexico is pretty dry, isn't it?
It's up by a massive lake. What is
Yeah,
the lake?
massive lake there. The lake is 1,100 square kilometers. It's a big.
500,000 elevation.
It's 6,000 foot elevation. The place where we're looking at is 6,000 foot elevation. The climate year round is absolutely perfect, so it never gets too hot, and it never gets cold. It's just perfect year round. It's like the perfect climate, so you can grow everything there, right?
Say the name of it.
Wild native.
Chapala.
I could take you to see wild. I'd love to. I know if I moved to Oahu, Jane, I would love to be on Oahu. You have no idea.
Tell them the name of the place.
Am I?
Chapala. Chapala Lake.
Are you a liberal?
Egypt.
No, it's
Chapala Lake.
yeah. It is Chapala.
Chapala.
Yeah, it is. That Duck Killer Clyde already guessed it.
He guessed it.
Yes, Chapala. Yeah.
He's
So
not
I think it's
good.
6,000 foot, and it's got a really nice climate there. And you can tell by the vegetation, but some of the houses there are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Wendy's been looking at lots of stuff there, right? So anyway, right now we are thinking about it. So we'll just have to see what happens September 20th.
It's weird because we started talking about it a few weeks ago.
We did. We actually started talking about this a few weeks ago, right? And then our friend came over last night. She got us really cranked up because she wants to do it too. You know, she says if he wins, oh, he had another friend too. He actually owns the Mexican restaurant in town, and his parents had a place there for 20 years, like I said. So he told us about the place. Rather see you. No. And this would be like, and Mexico's never actually ever interested me, but this place does. This place is quite a bit different. It's not touristy. It's beautiful. It's really nice. It's a high-end, beautiful place.
And it almost looks like you're looking out at the ocean.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Trust science, Jane. As long as you stay safe out there. Yeah. So on our island, we've had about, I think, 38 cases of you-know-what. And we have about 10,500 people that live here, but over 30,000 in the summer. So there's only been 38 cases. Not a lot, really, if you look at the big picture. And you look at the big picture in British Columbia, there's 5.5 million people. And there's been, a few thousand cases. It's really not a lot. So, but anyway, one of these days, maybe we'll go back to Hawaii. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. It's just, things are kind of messed up right now in the world. What's that?
Oh, they're just the
It is.
world.
It sucks.
Global.
Like,
Everybody, it's affected everyone.
do I even bother? Yeah, Trump 2024. I think he's better than Biden.
Trump, definitely.
Yeah, Wendy's a Trump girl.
Totally. He tried to warn people. He wasn't that graceful, but he really.
I don't know about Biden too much. I don't.
I know he's evil.
Yeah, Trump was great. Promi Pal says Trump was great, and Wendy likes Trump
He
too.
was. I didn't like him at first.
She didn't like him at first, but she likes him
I
now.
learned more about him and what he
Yeah.
was trying to do.
Yeah.
And he was actually.
Biden
on
is
our
horrible.
side.
He's kind of like our prime minister, and I'm for freedom. I really am for freedom of choice, right? Yeah. Well, he's pretty old too. I think Biden's like 100 years old, isn't he? He's probably going to keel over one day up there. Like, he's pretty crispy. The guy's an old dude. He's like, isn't he like 80 something years old?
Yeah, he's old.
He might even have a frickin' jammer up there when he's giving a speech, right? Make sure you're out there shooting a YouTube video of Biden when he's up there talking. And he has a jammer right up in the podium there.
I hope Trump gets.
Closed borders. I think Americans actually can come to
open right
Canada.
now.
They're open now. So Americans, actually, I saw some Oregon plates today on Salt Spring Island. I saw actually, sorry, one Oregon plate. I didn't see two. I saw one Oregon plate. Yeah, he did, Palmy Pal. I know. Yeah, and you know what? You can't always listen to the media because media is a lot of BS, right? There's just a lot of BS there. They can tell you what they want and make stuff up, and then people believe it too, right? It's what they call the fear mongering and stuff like that. So, was opening the border, opening school. Joe, do you like electromechanical? Oh, pinball's awesome. See, my father-in-law, my ex's dad had two pinball machines. He had Elton John And
I think we need to get one.
it was Elton John and Rod Stewart. I think
We sell this place.
Wendy says if we sell this place, she's going to get a pinball machine.
Get a pinball machine.
And I'll get a new Harley. I'll sell my Harley here. It'll be gone, and I'll get another one when I go down there. Has done some decently good things, obviously terrible things. Yeah, I think everybody has their negatives and positives, their goods and their bad, right? But yeah, I just don't like anything about the guy running our country. I really don't. I can't think of anything I like. He's got great hair. I think he's got a nice hairdo. That's about it. But I don't like the guy. He looks a lot like Castro, doesn't he?
He does.
Wendy said he looks a lot like Castro.
Well, a lot of people think that. And
Yeah.
she did go down there and see him. Some people think that he is
Yeah.
Castro.
Media is bad. You got to take everything with a grain of salt on there. Didn't even know you had a Harley. Yeah, I got a nice Harley, but I'd get another one if I go there. I've had my Harley for years. Elton John is called. That's Captain Fantastic. Yes, that's the one he had. He had that one. That's the pinball machine, Captain Fantastic. Hillary's dad.
Oh, really?
And then he had a Rod Stewart one too. I'm pretty sure it was Rod Stewart. Yeah, he had two of them, and we used to play them all the time. And he also had Pac-Man,
He doesn't have those
and he had
anymore?
Arknoid.
Does he have them anymore?
Yeah, he probably still has them. He had Arknoid tabletop,
Oh, no, but
and then he had and then he had Pac-Man the tabletop. What else did he have? He had another
Shuffleboard.
shuffleboard. Yeah, he had shuffle. Did he have
Air
shuffleboard?
hockey?
No, he didn't have air hockey.
Love that.
Jetty and I have Jet Spin and Gold Strike. And what year is it? Is it from the late 70s? 77 or something like that? They're pretty cool. Pinball machines are pretty cool.
The Jetsons.
Middle of between Republican conservative. Cool. Every president is a double-edged sword, I think. Good. And did something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said 74 to 78, eh? Duck Killer Clyde? That thing is older than you and Betty. Ever tried growing sable palmettos? Yeah, we have some small ones in the ground here. Yeah, I forget where I put things because we have so many palm trees in the ground and I'm bad at tagging stuff. So it's like I just uploaded a video on my channel for Zach of the Trithrynix campestris. Some people say, well, somebody told me, I think that is a Sereno repens. But I do remember going Trithrynix from seed. I should have had the label in there, which is my bad. And I've grown lots of Sereno repens from seed. But I can tell you one thing, it's got extremely stiff, bluish colored fronds. Now I know there's silver form of Sereno repens, but they do sucker from the bottom. But Trithrynix, I don't know if they sucker from the bottom. My vote, if I could. Ben Shapiro ran for president. Ben Shapiro, is he like a lawyer or something? Who is Ben Shapiro? I've heard that name before. Is he a lawyer? Huh. Trump. Oh yes, the riot. I remember the riot. Well, I think, man, if Trudeau gets back in, there's going to be some riots.
Revolution.
He's an author and a conservative talking head. Okay, an author. Okay, interesting. Shapiro. You've heard of Shapiro. Wendy's heard of Shapiro. Wendy follows politics more than I do. You see, I'm not really good with politics. I'm better with following palm trees. I rather follow palm trees, right? And Pacific madrona trees. And man, it gets darker earlier now. Like the sun has gone down behind the trees. And I noticed in the morning, I left, call the soldiers. It was false media. Really, Trump didn't, right? He didn't entice. No, the one good thing Trump did is go against communist China. Yes. Yep. Well, that's the thing. Okay. Yep. I'm going to tell you one thing about Trudeau. He likes communist China. And he even said it. I even saw it in a video. Yeah.
He loves it. He loves the way they run the country.
We're almost
and that's what he wants to do in Canada.
Yeah, I know. He wants to turn this place into, communist place. So I remember seeing that on TV. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched that. Where did I see it? It was on Crave. Was it on Crave? No, it was one of her news channels. Actually, true. You never. Yeah, I don't really, and I'm not good with politics, like I say, right? So it's whatever I saw on the news, but sometimes with the news, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Kind of like on the internet, right? I have a feeling there'll probably be riots here too if Trudeau gets back in. I honestly think that. It's kind of like the cop died. It's kind of like when the Vancouver Canucks came so close to winning the Stanley Cup and they lost, and there was these big riots, right? So it was, well, I think a lot of those people there might have been extremists too, right? Like at that Trump thing, I think a lot of them were. They were like, it's like at the riots for the Stanley Cup in Vancouver years ago. A lot of those people didn't even watch hockey. They weren't even actually hockey. They didn't like hockey. They were just there to cause trouble, break windows, loot, flip over police cars, start fires and stuff, right? This is a palm talk policy. Yeah, I know. Well, I like all you guys. And maybe we better talk about palms. Hey, what do you think of those geraniums? Those geraniums are actually looking pretty good, eh? They're actually growing in that maple stump right there. It's raining. Is it raining there? Oh, man. I wish we had the rain here, I'll tell you. We had, right on, Jane. I need to clean it. So anyway, please send some rain here if you guys are having some rain. We do need it badly. We had 7 millimeters the other day, and yeah, no storms here, just 7 millimeters of rain, and that was it. And now it's back to watering every day again, all week. Today we were 85 degrees, and right now it's still 70 degrees out. It's actually quite nice. It's really a nice temperature right now. I'm sitting out here. There's no wind, low humidity. There's no bugs. So I'm going to grow some sables at my place here in Delaware. Oh, cool. Oh, there's people that grow them there. There are people that grow sables in Delaware. I know there's sable miner growing there in Rehoboth. Is that called Rehoboth, Delaware? Today, I'm guessing from whatever it left. I don't know. Mike's in there. Hello, kiss the baby. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we're going to get some rain, Clyde, but I don't think it's going to be significant. Like I say, we had, I don't know what you guys got the other day. Maybe you guys didn't even get the rain. We only had 7 millimeters here, and that's not a lot. So 12.5 millimeters is half an inch, right? So 0. You guys had no rain. Okay, we had 7. So far for September, we've had 7, which is not very much. It's very little. So I do see a slight chance of rain tomorrow. And that'll be good because tomorrow I actually got to fertilize the sports fields. You know what I was doing today? I was out on this brown sports fields, and there was a termite. A termite just flew by. I was out on the sports fields today mowing dandelions. Can you believe it? Hey man, we were just talking. The 7B palmettos are possible, sort of, kind of. Yes. You start school tomorrow. We haven't had measurable. Wow. So it's even drier where you are. Yeah, so our spring was really dry, Clyde. We had no measurable for July. We had 3 for August. We've had 7 for September. You bought new shoes. Sweet. Did you buy Vans? Did you wear Vans? My kids used to wear Vans because they used to be skaters, right? My oldest son and my youngest son were skater guys, so they always wore Vans, and they'd ordered them from the Vans store. Vans are not cheap. I got to look fresh. The new school. Yeah, kids started here today at school. School is now back in session. So I was working in one of the parks by the ocean, Rotary Park, and then the 3 school boats come in. So kids from the outer islands, the other Gulf Islands, come in by boat every morning. And there's 3 school boats. I still don't know the name of the third one. The Scholar, the Graduate, and I don't know what the other one's called. I'll have to go look at it. But I think there's 3 school boats, and I know the 2 of them. But they come in from Saturna. They go over to Saturna, Pender, Maine, and Galliano. They pick the kids up, and then they bring them back over here to Salt Spring Island. And then at the end of the day, of course, they got to take them all the way back, right? I only rock Adidas. I used to wear Adidas. Actually, I still have Adidas. I got a pair of Stan